Hello, everyone. It's June. Time for another new class for the month. Uh, we're having some very nice weather since I've been back from Maine. I had a great walk this morning, and so I'm glad to be home. And you see that I left my yoga mat unattended for a moment, and Tut thinks he's going to claim it, but I'm going to have to move him off. So we're going to get started here. What you need to bring to the class are some light weights, because this is a 2-bell and a 9 class. So light weights, your blanket, your blocks, your eye mask, and a strap if you have it. You don't have to have all that, but you can use other things like pillows or a little ball in between your legs, because we're going to do some squeezes with our knees. We're going to be focusing on our core, some arm strength, some leg strength, holding the poses while we're doing our weights. And then also at the end, we'll have a cool down on the mat with some flexibility for the lower limbs. I hope you'll enjoy it. Oh, and our mindfulness word to keep in mind is honesty. Self-reflection is an opportunity to acknowledge and honor your truth. So what is your truth that you're bringing to the mat today, tonight, or possibly maybe in the morning? This might be morning when you're watching it. So give your voice to your genuineness and share your authenticity with those around you. So let's come to the mat with our honest attitudes, our honest assessment of what we can and cannot do. Go back the other way, Tut. This is closed. So we'll see if he gets confused when I put anything new up and it blocks his usual pathway. So I've got all my equipment ready. I like to have gloves when I do weights. So if you're one of those people, bring your gloves to the mat too. Go ahead and get started with some warm-ups. We're going to start in a standing up position. I'll bring my clock over here so I can keep an eye on our time a little bit. Sometimes I can rush through and get into real quick, or I can not look at the time, and then I'm like, whoa, we're doing this for an hour and a half. We need to stop at some point. Okay, let's just close our eyes down. I hope you brought your Buddha pants. That was on my invitation. I love Buddha pants. They're really fun, very comfortable. And if you don't like wearing your yoga pants to the store, you can wear your Buddha pants and not have on your tight yoga pants. Here we go. Just close those eyes down. Take a nice big breath. Oh, I've had a long day. And just keep your eyes closed for just a moment and press your toes into the mat and rock forward onto that, and then kind of lift your toes up and walk back on your heels. Try to keep that posture up, shoulders pulled up out of your ribs so that you're tall, and your head over your shoulders. Just kind of acclimating. I'm getting myself down to my yoga mindfulness, and I'll keep that word honesty in my mind also as I go throughout the class today. And then just go ahead and open your eyes. Let's bend our knees slightly. Inhale all the way up. Big stretch up. And take a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. I'm going to pull that over. Oh, I'm going to have to walk back. I have it a little bit closer than I normally do, because we're going to have to do something where I had to put the mat back further, and then release that left hand and bring those hands all the way down. We'll do that again with the other side. Inhale all the way up, bend the knees slightly. Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Like you're going to pull that arm up and over, a big side stretch. Feels very good. Pulling that tummy. Inhale up. Exhale, release both hands down to your side. And then let's roll those shoulders forward and forward, and then back and back. And do a little shake. Inhale your hands out to the side, straight out. Exhale as you bring your hands to prayer center, palm to palm. Big inhale here. Exhale, twist that torso to the right, just the torso. Keep the hips forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. One more on each side. Stay here for just a moment. If you haven't watched my class before, you can place the heel of your hand on your hip bones, which is the bone, not out here on the side. I'll come up here close. The hip bones. And pretend these are your headlights. So if you're twisting all the way over, that's not doing a twist from the torso. This is a twist from the torso. The headlights stay forward. Your hips stay forward. So just try to keep that in mind. It looks weird when I try to straighten my hands up. Just going to get them straight. There we go. So hips are forward and only the top from the waist up moves. So that's a twist. A true torso twist. Here we go. We'll do one more on each side. Inhale, hands out to the side. Exhale, prayer hands to heart center. Headlights forward. Big inhale here. Exhale, twist that torso. Remember the hips? The hip bones are forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist. I think I'm keeping my hips pretty straight. Inhale back to center. Exhale those hands down. Bend your knees. Inhale, hands all the way up. Exhale, a nice forward fold all the way down. You can touch your mat, touch it. If you can't, bend your knees slightly. Or more if you need to. Try to get the hands, try to get the palms down, walk them out just a little bit, and just kind of walk back and forth. Just do a little gentle hamstring stretching. And then inhale the hands all the way up, letting them slide up your leg, your hands all the way up your leg. And then I just a shoulder roll back to release that. And shake it out. Shake it. Shake it. Let's see, let's do a little bit on the neck. So we're going to inhale that head, looking over that right shoulder. Torso is front. Inhale, center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Keep that torso, shoulders front and center. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Please do not hold your breath until I say inhale or exhale. We do an inhale into the pose and then an exhale on your next exhale out of the pose. That's how it usually goes. And we may just kind of hold it a moment because that helps to give a gentle stretch. Let's see, what else do I want to, just do a little bit more on the feet. So bring those toes, all of the toes up. And then try to just touch the little toe down to the mat. And then the toe next to that, the middle toe, the toe next to the big toe, and then bring the big toe down. Now we're going to reverse that. Lift up the little toe, which if you haven't figured out, that the four toes are all connected, so it's hard just to lift up those. But just do your best. It's a good strengthening exercise. Try to stretch your toes out. I have mine all crumped up. And then bring all four toes down to the mat and just lift up the big toe, which should be pretty easy because that toe is on a whole different ligament or pulley, so to speak. And then press that big toe down. Bend your knees. Shake your feet out. Let's do a couple of wrist and ankle circles, and then we'll get into our first core series. Inhale that right knee up. Exhale, rotate the ankle and wrist. 1, 2, 3, and reverse that 1, 2, 3. Inhale that right leg out to the side. Stretch it out. Back in, center, and down. Left side. Inhale, left leg up. Circle, wrist and ankles. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. 1, 2, 3. Stretch that left leg out to the side, stretch it out, inhale back in, knee to center, left foot down. Very nice. You guys are doing great, I'm sure. I'm going to grab me a quick drink. I'm trying to stay really hydrated because I walked for an hour and a half this morning and I got a little warmed up. Okay, let's start with our a block. So grab your block. These are new exercises that I came across that I thought are really cool and very good for the core and for your balance. So our first one is going to be a hold your block out front. We're going to bring up that right knee to chest. You can watch me first. And then we're going to exhale as we're stretching that block out, like we're going to come into a one-legged down dog. And you can either almost touch the block to the ground or touch it. And then we're going to inhale back up. And we'll repeat that 3 times on each side. So it's like a moving down dog. Here we go. Standing in your Tadasana. That's our mountain pose, strong mountains. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale the arms out long in front of you as you pull that right leg back. Bringing it up to a 3-legged down dog. You can let the block go on the mat or you can just keep a hold of it. And then we're going to inhale up very slowly. Bringing the knee to chest. 2 more times. Exhale down. Try to get that leg up in the air. Inhale back up. Whew, this is hard. Knee to chest. Last one. Exhale. Block down. Right leg up for 3-legged dog. Inhale back up. And place that right foot down. That's tough. My left leg was really feeling it. Okay, now for the other side. I'll turn this way so you can see the moving side. Inhale, left knee to chest. Exhale, stretching your arms out long. Left leg up. I can get it up higher if I let my block come down all the way. Either way is acceptable. Inhale back up. Knee to chest. Exhale down. I'm not going to get my leg up as high this time. Well, I may because I fell. Because I actually use the core more if I don't touch. Inhale back up. And exhale, bring that left leg back out. Hands down towards the mat. Stretch that left leg out. Inhale back up and place the left foot down on the mat. I am sweating. Okay, now the next one is we're going to come down to the mat. And we're going to lay on our back. Keep your block handy. And we're going to place the block between our ankles. And we're going to stretch out to a full body stretch. And we're going to come into canoe pose or low boat, if that's what you want to call it, or Ardha Navasana. So if you don't know low boat or canoe, this is a great one for the core. We're going to have our block in between our ankles and calves. I have to put it where it's not on my bone. Oops. I think I'll just put it right. I'm afraid it's going to slip out. Put it right here. The point of the block is just to keep your feet together, or not completely together, but not apart. So we'll bring a knee into chest. So we're going to bring our head up, knees into chest, really grab a hold of those shins and pull in. And then we're going to exhale, bringing the legs out long and the arms back behind us for the canoe pose or low boat. Ardha Navasana. Inhale, knees to chest. Really pull it in. Exhale, canoe pose. You should really feel that through that tummy. Inhale, knees to chest. Last one. Exhale, back into your canoe pose. Legs out, arms out, torso up. Ooh, pulling in that tummy. Inhale, knees to chest. And grab hold of your block. That's our second one of the core series. And then we're going to go to I want to make sure. Yeah, the plank. So we're going to go to a plank pose. Oh, we were supposed to do the canoe pose 5 times. Oh, well, I think 3 was good. So I want you to place your block, and I should have mentioned this at the beginning. If you don't have a place to do this, don't worry about it. But the block is going to be resting against a wall for when we do one-legged plank. If you don't, then you can just do it with your feet on the mat. I'll demonstrate both ways. So first of all, let's get into our plank. Just going to stretch into our plank. We're going to hold our plank for 30 seconds. There we go. Just holding plank, being strong in your pose. Kind of have your body stretched out. Your wrists under your elbows, elbows under your shoulders. Your feet hip width apart. Hold it. We're almost there. 10 seconds left. Inhale and exhale. Bring your knees down to the mat and sit back in a child's pose to rest your wrist. Put your forehead down. You can bring your hands back behind you and do some wrist twist here. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. 1, 2, 3. Inhale back up. We'll do one more 30-second plank. And then we're going to go to our series with the block against the wall, or a wall or something, a chair. You could use a chair even. That's about all I have. I could use that chair, I suppose. So, and your tabletop, come back up into tabletop after child's pose. Bring your hands out 1 hand width up, or about a hand width and a half up. Curl those toes under. Exhale, lift up those hips for your 30-second plank. One more 30-second plank. Hold in that stomach. Really, really work that core. Settle into your pose. Enjoy it. And say 663 and feel that smile on your face. Should feel good. And 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale those knees down to the mat. Exhale that booty back for another child's pose. And we'll just stay in our child's pose for a few seconds, maybe 10 or 15. While you're enjoying your child's pose, I'm going to turn around so I can have my feet in the right position against the wall. If you need to make an adjustment of where you're going to be, go ahead. Come back up into a tabletop. And I'm going to stretch my feet out long onto the block that is laying like this. And I just realized you cannot see my feet. I'm going to put it here for a second, but I don't want to really do the pose unless it's centered on that thing. I guess I could do it here. So you're going to come up like this in your plank. Yeah, I can just do it here. If you feel safe enough, you can do it out in the open. If not, then anchor your block. And then just going to lift up that right leg, take it out to the side, touch, toe, and back up. We'll do that 10 times. Inhale up, touch, up, touch, up, side, up, block, up, side, up, block. Inhale, knees down. That was 5 on that side. Exhale, lean back. I don't want to overstress those wrists. And then we'll do 5 on the other side, and then 5 again on each side. So enjoy your child's pose here. Take care of the rest as you need to. Maybe circling, or maybe just bringing them back and forth. Inhale up. It is harder to do this without the block resting against the wall. Inhale that left foot onto the block. Bring the right foot alongside. Now for the left leg, up, over, and up, back. Here we go. Inhale, left leg up. Take it to the side. Up, down to the block. Up, side, up, 2. Up, side, up, 3. Up, side, up, 4. Last one. Up, side, up, down. Or number 5. Bring the knees down to the block and enjoy your child's pose. Wrist rotations as needed, or maybe you just want to sit here, or I guess lay here, more like it, in your child's pose and just relax. I like a big yawn with a nice exhale. And we're going to inhale up. Last one for our one-legged planks. See why I called it one-legged. Then we're going to do side planks after this. Inhale that right toes curled under to the block. Exhale the left toes curled under to the block. Nice and strong plank. Here we go. Inhale, right leg up to the side, up, 1. Up, side, up, 3. Up, side, up, 4. Up, side, up, 5. Inhale those knees down. Exhale back into child's pose. We're really working that core. See, he can't see. You're just trampling over everything. Just breathe. Enjoy your child's pose. Last one for one-legged plank. Inhale those left toes curl on top of your block. Exhale those right toes curled on top of the block. Here we go, right leg. Inhale up, side, up, 1. Up, side, up, 2. Up, side, up, 3. Up, side, up, 4. Up, side, up, 5. Knees down. Exhale, lean back into child's pose. This feels good actually with my feet on top of the block in child's pose, I just discovered. It's kind of underneath my ankle there. It feels nice. Inhale back up into tabletop. Take those hands up about a hand width and a half to the front. Curl your toes under. We'll come up on both toes. I think we better do one at a time. Inhale, left toes to the block. Exhale, right toes to the block. Left side. Inhale, left leg up, over, up, down. 1. Up, over, up, 2. Up, side, up, 3. Up, side, up, 4. up, side, up, 5. Inhale, both knees to the block. The reason why I didn't put both feet on the block is because I feel like, go ahead and go in your child's pose. I could feel it if I had both feet on there, it might flip up. So it's better to get your feet established. Inhale back up to tabletop. And this is our last of the plank series. I hope your wrists are holding out. Let's sit in our hero's pose for just a moment. I can always add or take away things as I'm teaching, whatever I feel we need to do. And I think we need to just take a little moment here for our wrist and just circle them around nice and slow. And then reverse that circle because we're going to do side plank. And we'll just hold it for 15 seconds, one time on each side, because this is a lot of wrist. And I can't see my clock. Okay. Come into your tabletop. Inhale your hands up, hand width up. Stretch those legs out long for plank. Big inhale, exhale, turn to your right. Lift that right hand up for side plank. 15 seconds is all I'm asking. 15. Not very long. We're almost there already. And inhale that right hand down. Exhale, swing your left hand up to the sky. Facing the left for 15 seconds. 15 seconds. 5 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale that left hand back down. Exhale, bring that booty up for a down dog. Walk your dog out. Stretch out those legs. Stretch. 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 And stretch. That feels nice. Inhale both heels all the way up so you're really on your toes. Exhale, your heels down as far as you can go. Inhale up all the way. Like you're going to walk with your toes flat and your heels up. Exhale down. Inhale both knees down to the ground. Exhale, we're going to come around. We're going to sit in a easy pose. That was some work. That was wasn't too fast paced, but it was some work. We're going to stand up here in a moment, so make sure that your weights are handy. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put on my gloves. I bring my weights up here. I try to put all of the things that I'm going to use within an arm's reach or a body length reach before I start. That way I have my equipment that I need. And I love to wear my gloves when I work out. What's wrong with that finger? There we go. I hope that this fine day is finding you feeling well. And hope that you will enjoy this. The next series is weights for our arms, and it'll be also strengthening the legs because we'll be holding the poses with some leg work. So I'm going to come up very gently, take a wide-legged stand, bend my knees, and bring those weights up. Whew, now we're standing up. Oh, my weights match my shirt. Let's see, I think we're going to do chair pose first, and then we'll do goddess pose, and I think we'll do a warrior one if we have time. Time's kind of getting away from me already. So for chair pose, we're going to work on our triceps. So we'll be doing this one. These are called tricep lifts. And then we'll be doing this one, tricep pulses. It's a very gentle, tiny movement. So don't do anything wild with it, okay? So here we go. I'll stand sideways so you can see. Inhale those weights to prayer center. You can actually be touching. Exhale, sit in chair. Really get that booty back. Inhale the weights down so that one of the bells is facing the ground and one is facing the ceiling. We're going to inhale, bringing that weight up and down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. Straight back. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. 10, hold it and pulse it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, standing up nice and straight. Exhale, bring those weights out to your side, palms up. I'll stand up here for a little bit. And we're going to do a, it's called the Arnold. He's not my favorite person, but this was his favorite exercise, and they just named it after him. So here we go, the Arnold. Like I said, palms are facing forward, and we're going to bring up to elbow. I'll come up here, and then I have to go back because it goes up in the air. And then when we get here, we're going to turn it and then lift up, and then back down, turn, and down all the way. Okay, palms forward, inhale up halfway, turn, straight up, down, turn, down. Up, turn, all the way, halfway, turn, down. Got that? Okay, we'll do it together here. Up, turn, head, halfway, turn, down. 1, up, turn, all the way, down, turn, down. 2, turn, up, down, turn, down. There's a lot of the same words. I hope you're watching. 3, turn, head, halfway, turn, hips. Maybe that's better. Halfway, turn, head, halfway, turn, hips. That's 5. Turn, up, turn, down. Halfway, turn, head, halfway, turn, hips. That was 7. Halfway, turn, head, halfway, turn, hips. 8. Halfway, turn, head, halfway, turn, hips. 8. Halfway, turn, head, halfway, turn, hips. 9. Last one. Halfway, turn, head, halfway, turn, hips. The good thing about that is we did both arms at the same time, so we don't have to do it again. That is a good exercise. It gets the biceps and kind of like a deadlift, and then the biceps again. Let's see. Let's go into our goddess pose. So standing in Tadasana, we're going to inhale that right leg up, take it out to the side, step out, not too far. Turn the left toes out to 45 degrees so that you are now standing in wide legs with toes at 45 degrees out. Bring those weights, your elbows into your ribs. So the weights are going to be kind of in front of you. Big inhale here. Exhale, sit down, and goddess legs are high squat. And we're going to do some bicep curls. Here we go. Just pulling it up and down. Here we go. 1, down. 2, down. Hold the tummy in. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. Tight tummies. 9, down. 10, and hold it here halfway. We're going to pulse at 1, 2, 3, 4 with control, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is your tummy tight? If it wasn't tight, you're going to have to redo it. Not really. Inhale, straightening those legs. Exhale, bring those weights down to your legs. Walk your feet together. The point of that is if you're not holding your tummy tight as you're doing your weights and thinking about the strengthening in your legs and the proper position, then you're missing out on half of the exercise of toning. I think that was all we were going to. Oh, we're going to do W's in Goddess Pose too. And then we're going to be done. Come down to the mat for cool down and some flexibility. Here we go. Back into our Goddess Pose. Inhale that right knee up. Turn it out to the side. Step out. I've got my toe in the air. It's going to be at a 45-degree angle when I set it down. I'm going to walk my left leg out. 45-degree those toes. Bring these weights into my elbows into my ribs. Exhale, sit down and squat, which makes these weights rest right on my thighs. Then I'm going to inhale up halfway and exhale so that my arms look like a W. And then we're going to straighten it out and back in. That's W's. Here we go. 1, in, 2, W, 3, W, 4, W, 5, W, 6, W, 7, W, 8, W, 9, W, 10, W. Inhale, straightening those legs. Exhale, bring those weights down slowly. Walk your feet together. You have earned some mat time and cool down. I'm going to take another drink. I'm kind of parched. I think it's from that walk. That tasted mighty good. If you can, practice coming down without touching your hands to the ground. We're working on that, getting down without using your hands and getting up without using your hands. So that's going to be an ongoing thing. It says that it lets you know how young you are if you can do that. I'm also going to bring my bolster over closer so I have it handy. Forgot to do that earlier. Keep your block handy and get your strap handy before you get down here. Make sure you can reach it all. Here we go. I'm coming down. No hands. Whoa! I did that for fun. I could come down slower, but I just felt like being silly. Okay. Now, we're going to do our, before we lay down, we're going to do some cat-cows. And then we're going to do thread the needle. Then we're going to do our bridge work. Oh, keep your weights handy. We'll do one more weight laying down too. And keep your block handy. So I'm going to bring one weight. You can use both weights. I'm just going to use one because we're going to do skull crushers. Are you okay, buddy? Are you okay? Let's get a little choked. So, cat-cow. So we're going to be in our tabletop position with our wrist under our elbows, elbows under our shoulders, tummies pulled in nice and tight. Here we go. Inhale up into cow. Come up slightly, really make that back bow. Exhale, rounding it. Round, round for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale back to neutral. thread the needle. Inhale that right hand up to the sky, look up. Exhale, bring the right hand underneath the left and let your face rest on the mat. You can stretch your left hand out long. Really stretch it. I'm going to put a little pressure on those left fingertips so I can feel a little gentle stretch through that armpit. Just enjoy this pose here. We're going to only do a couple. I love this pose. Booties in the air, heads resting gently on the ground. Inhale that left hand back to your face. Exhale the right hand way up to the sky. Twist. It's a big twist too. Look up. And exhale as you bring that right hand through the left. Stretch that left hand out long. Press those fingertips into the mat so you're like clawing and you feel a little tension through that whole muscle. It goes all the way through the armpit. Inhale left hand to your face. Exhale right hand to the mat. Inhale left hand all the way up. Look up, twist. Exhale left hand underneath the right. Stretch that left hand out long. Inhale the right arm out. Stretch. Press your fingertips in so you feel that stretch through the armpit all the way up. Inhale that right hand to your face. Exhale, left hand up to the sky. Look up, twist, twist, twist. On your next exhale, thread that needle. Stretch that right hand out long. Now you're looking underneath your right armpit. Just feel a nice gentle stretch. Inhale that right hand back to your face. Exhale the left hand back to the mat. I forgot what we're doing after this one. Oh, okay. We're going to do our bridge work. So we're going to go ahead and lay over into a nice reclined restorative rest pose. Just be happy. Just let your knees reach up to the ceiling. Walk your feet out as wide as your mat. And then we're just going to do some gentle windshield wipers. Just letting both of these fall to one side and then the other. Windshield wipers. Should feel very good. And then we're going to get doing some more work. The skull crushers is a great one for your triceps again. Just really don't crush your skull. Make sure you don't have weight that is too heavy. I'm using 5 pounds. That's what I recommend unless you do no weights, maybe even a 1 or 2 pound. If you don't have weights, just use a soup can that's full of soup. And maybe do one more swish of a wiper on each side and bring that to stillness. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to come up here and get my block. It's going to go between my knees. I'm going to get my weight. We're going to be doing 2 different things with our bridge pose here. We're going to be squeezing the block, which is great for the hips and the piriformis muscle and for the core work also. And then with our weight, we're going to hold it with both hands. We're just going to bring it back and then back up. Oh no, we're going to do skull crushers. So it's going to be held this way, and we're going to come down and up. And if you want to do both weights, you're welcome to it. Just like I said, be very careful. So skull crushers for our tricep. You can feel that in the tricep. It's just bending the elbow so that your weight comes down to the mat and then back up, straight up. Just the elbow. The elbow stays pointing up to the sky. It doesn't move. Got it? Okay, here we go. Inhale, exhale, coming up into bridge pose. Squeeze that block. Skull crush 1. Squeeze 2. Squeeze 3. Keep it squeezing. 4. 5. Come down on the count. 6, 7, squeeze it. 8, 9, and 10. Inhale that weight up. Exhale, hips down. Inhale the weight out in front of you. I'm going to put it right here on my belly. For our next one, I think we can repeat that one more time. So hold it so that your hands are wrapped around the bell at the top. And then the bottom bell, that's the fat part, just when the elbows bend, just brings it down. You can see it's coming right close to my head. Oh, I hit it right there. Here we go. Inhale up in the bridge. Squeeze that block. Release that weight down. Up. 2. Up. Don't forget to squeeze. 3. Up. 4. Squeeze the whole time. 5. Up. 6. Up. 7. Up. Squeeze. 8. Up. 9. Up. 10. Up. And lower down. Now you can tell if you're squeezing, because when I squeeze the block, I instantly feel more room in my pants because I'm engaging that core. When I'm not, then I feel the tightness in these. These are good ones to wear to remind me to squeeze, because it has a loose elastic that loosens when I tighten my abs, and when I don't, I can feel the elastic on my torso. Okay, for our next one, we can put the block to the side, and this is a reclined staff pose here, or we could turn it into dead bug. So we're going to do we're just going to call it dead bug. We're going to do a dead bug pose with a deadlift weight. So we've got our legs in the air, our feet are flexed. That means the toes are pointing towards your head. You should feel the hamstring through that weight. And then we're just going to lower this weight down gently, not all the way down, just about, I don't know how far I am. It looks like I'm about a foot up in the air. I don't want your shoulders going, I don't want your arms going past your ears, so that's a good place to put it. And then we're just going to bring it back up. It's like a deadlift. Here we go. We're going to do 10 of these. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep the feet flexed. Inhale down, stomach tight. Exhale up. 2. Inhale down. Exhale. 3. Inhale down. Exhale. 4. Tight stomach. Inhale down. Exhale. 5. Inhale down. Exhale. 6. Inhale down. Exhale. 7. Inhale down. Exhale. 8. Inhale down. Exhale. 9. Smile. Inhale down. Exhale. 10. Point your toes. Bring your knees to chest, and then the feet down to the mat, and lower that weight down to your belly. We'll do one more round of that. When you're doing this, you will get the best benefit, and you should really feel through those hamstrings. We're stretching them if you keep your feet flexed the whole time and you keep your abs engaged. Here we go. Inhale, dead bug. Arms and feet straight up in the air. Now we're going to start with our deadlift. Inhale down, arms are straight. Exhale up. Inhale down, up. 2. Inhale down, tone tummy, up. 3. Inhale down, up. 4. Inhale down, up. 5. Flex feet. Inhale down, up. 6. Inhale down, up. 8. Inhale down, up. 9. Inhale down, up. 10. And then we're going to do one more thing here for this. We're going to inhale, not as far down, and we're going to pulse it right here. My arms are in line with my chin here. We're going to pulse it just so that they go back to the ears and back up. Here we go. Pulse. 2, 3, tone tummies. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale those weights down. Bring your feet down to the mat. Lay your weight to the side. And over there. Stretch your arms out long. Just rest here in restorative rest pose. My arms are stretched out to the side in a big T. I'm going to inhale that right knee to my chest and exhale the left leg out long. Pull that knee into the chest. Inhale, pointing that right toe, bringing it down to the mat. Inhale the left foot up. Keep that left toe pointed. Do one more on each side. Inhale, left leg out, straight. Inhale, right leg up, knee to chest. Really pull that knee into chest. Exhale that right leg out long. Keep that pointed toe. Inhale the left toe, pointed, knee to chest. Left knee to chest. Exhale, bringing that left leg out long and straight. Both toes are pointed. Inhale, both hands overhead and do a full body stretch. That is trying to get your hands and your feet as far away from each other as possible. And then inhale, relax that. Grab your strap. I brought mine up here. There it is. Move everything out of the way because we're going to do a spinal twist. We don't want to run into anything. Then we will start our Shavasana. So, and you don't have to have a strap for this, but I just love the strap so much when I do it. I'm going to lay on my back and bring that right leg up. This one has loop in it from something else I did, but I don't have to remove it. And I'm going to hold the strap, right leg up, right hand on the strap, left hand goes out to a big T. And we're going to be bringing the right leg over to the right side, and then it's going to go over to the left for the twist part. Inhale that gaze to your left hand as you slowly let the right foot come all the way over. Keep both hips on the mat. If you have to stop here because your hip comes up, then stop there. That's where your stretch ends. I've been doing this one a long time, so mine comes out pretty far. Both hips on the mat, both shoulders on the mat. You should feel that through your inner groin. Inhale that right leg up. Exhale the left hand to the strap. Inhale the right hand out to the right side. Look to the right. Gaze out over their right hand. And let the right leg roll all the way over to the left with the hip coming up this time for your twist. Spinal twist. Shoulder stays down. Both shoulders down. But the hip comes up. And you go to the opposite side. So you get that great twist through this torso. Really good for your digestion. Inhale that right leg up. Give it a help up. You don't want to overstrain it. Inhale both hands to the strap. Pull it apart. Inhale that left leg up into the strap. Exhale the right leg down long. Hold that strap with your left hand. Inhale the right hand out to the right side. Look, gaze out over your right hand. And exhale as you let the left leg roll all the way over. Remember, your hip stays where? On the mat. Right hip on the mat, left hip on the mat, left leg stretched out to the left side long. Feeling that inner groin stretch. It's a big stretch. Don't overdo it. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale the right hand to the strap. Inhale the left hand out to the left side. Look to your left and let the left leg roll all the way over, bringing that left hip up. for your spinal twist. Oh my gosh, this feels good. I needed this. A big twist here. Nice and big. Just relax into that. You should feel that through your glute. You should feel that, a big twist through your torso. Working on that digestion. Inhale that left leg back up to the sky. Inhale both hands to the strap. Exhale both feet up to the strap and let your legs go out long. This is why I had it like this, for your volcano pose. And then I have both hands on the strap. And I'm actually just gonna let it go because I got the loop in there. And then I'm just gonna let them roll side to side. Touch down, the hips can come up. It's a nice little gentle back massage. And another little bit of an inner groin stretch. Bring both hands to the strap. Inhale both legs in. Take your strap off and get ready for Shavasana. I hope that you will join me for Shavasana. It is, I think, the most important pose that we do, because when we do Shavasana at the end of a yoga routine, it lets the whole body come together, and it lets the poses reap the full benefit, because lets the muscles relax gently without jumping up, lets the mind relax, because after doing yoga, your mind should just be, honestly, clear of all of your stuff. I don't think about anything while I'm doing my yoga, hardly. Once in a while, something will creep in, so that's the good thing about it. Actually, any exercise can do that for you. I've got my eye mask, and if you have some nice, gentle music you want to put on, let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to take you through a breath work. I forgot what breath work I put in here. Refresh my memory, I'll just put one in there. Okay, we're going to do, it's called lunar breath. It's a new one, so let me refresh my memory on how we do this. We're going to inhale through the left nostril. We're going to exhale through the right nostril. That's right, I remember now. I haven't done it for a couple of days. Then we're going to go on that way, just inhaling through the nose. So you're going to have to keep the right nostril shut while we inhale, and then close the left while we exhale. And that's all you have to do. There's another one that alternates, alternate nose breathing, but this one is called lunar. And what it is good for is good for digestion. It is a cooling breath. It's also good if you have a lot of mucus. That's why I found this one, because I had a cold when I came back from Maine, and I was looking at different breath work, and this was one for excess mucus. And it also is good for depression. So let's get our body cooled down with some lunar breaths, because the full moon happened, I think, yesterday or maybe even today. It's June 2nd here. So remember to close the the right nostril. Inhale through your left. Close the right. Exhale. So I'm just going to call it. Let me think how to say it. Inhale left. Exhale right. Remember to close it with your finger, okay? Here we go. Inhale left. Exhale. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale. Remember to close the right one. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Left. Right. Left. Right. And just relax. Meet you back here in about 6 minutes or so for our namaste and our quote of the day. I hope you enjoyed the class if you chose to leave. taking any last minute movements that you feel that your body is asking you to do, maybe a stretch or yawn, ankle twist, maybe another spinal twist. And then when you're starting to feel ready, you can start making your way to one of your sides, laying on it. Take your top hand in front of your breastbone and cradle your head in that bottom arm. Bring your knees up to 90 degrees for fetal position. And then we're going to do a breath together with a big long ah. Exhale, very slow. And then we'll do a nice long big breath together with another slow exhale and a gentle ah as you raise yourself up with your head coming up last. Here we go with the big ah. Inhale. Inhale. Gentle. Bring up last. Well, I really needed that little rest time there. I went ahead with this lunar breath. They recommend that you do it for 8 minutes, which I think sounds like a long, long time. I did it for a total of 4 minutes. And I will say it is very relaxing. So it's just holding the right nostril and breathing in the left. Holding the right and exhaling. And you just continue to do that. It doesn't have to be deep breaths. It can just be gentle breaths, whatever you wanted. I did different variety while I was doing it. And my head felt very clear and just relaxed. So that was a good thing. Next time I'm going to try to build up to do 6 minutes, and then we'll see what happens. I can do it at night before I go to bed. My nose did clear up. It wasn't that stuffy, but it was a little bit, and it felt like it really opened it. So maybe there is something about that mucus stuff. Well, let's go ahead and I'm going to sit up in my chair nice and straight. And if you are in your easy pose down on the mat, sit up nice and straight. Do your hands, inhale all the way up. Exhale, prayer hands down to heart center. Rub your hands together gently, bringing warmth, joy, love, and our word today, honesty. Let's press that into our heart center. I bow and honor the light in you and ask that you honor the light in others. Namaste. And I will read you a quote from Buddha. Be where you are, otherwise you will miss your life. Think about that one. Be where you are. Enjoy your life where you're at. And I will draw a word for next month's mindfulness word. Keep that mindfulness word for this month and try to be honest for the whole month. Maybe you want to tell this little bitty white lie, but just like, no, I'm just going to say what it really is. Or maybe it's like, I think I can lift 200 pounds. And in reality, you can really only lift 180. I could never go there. So do what is honest with your body and with your mind. And our word for next month will be education. That'll be a fun class to write. Maybe I'll have to find some new poses for that. I'm thinking about starting another series on the chakras, but I may hold off for the fall because a lot of people are busy in the summer and miss a lot. So anyway, namaste. I appreciate everyone coming. And again, honor the light in yourself as well as in others. Ta-ta for now.